Assalamu alaikum with the Fine Workers channel, and this time it's going to be a lecture for the MSc Sociology students. So it's a lecture basically on sociology of gender issues. So what is the question? The question is, what are different sociological perspectives on gender? How gender is functional for the society, discussed as per functionalist perspective. So first of all, we shall discuss what is sociological perspective on gender. So what is the definition of sociology? The sociology is a scientific study of culture, society, and all related about that. So all we know that it is a scientific knowledge. So with scientific knowledge we know that there are basically specific criteria to know something, to research about something. So with the perspective on gender, with sociology, we know that there may be different perspectives of different people. There are different perspectives of different people on sociology, on gender. So we know that there are basically same techniques of research, for example in physics, chemistry and biology, but not so in sociology. In sociology, all the sociologists do not follow the same paradigm. The paradigm means the ways we try to understand some question or to sort out the answer of some question. So in the paradigm tells us what question should be asked to know the question of some, to know the answer of some question. So for example, one paradigm does not tell us about something about question which may be necessary, but it does mean that this paradigm is failed. We make research with one paradigm and we know one perspective, and we research by different paradigms and know about the different perspectives of the question. So when we collect all the paradigmic questions, we know the truth. So the different sociologists, according to their paradigm, they work on a perspective and such like that on gender. So different sociologists have their own perspective on gender. For example, what is gender? So gender, the one perspective is that gender are not different. Basically they are born equally and they have same capability. This is the one perspective. The second perspective is the gender is functional. It means that female and male have their own functions in the society. They have their different functions in the society. For example, the woman bear children and man does not do so. So we know that man cannot bear children. So thus we can say that women are functional. They have their separate function from men in the society. This is a perspective. So men, we know that men are powerful than women. So we can say that they are different from men. So in this perspective, functionalist perspective, we can say that what are men, the women are not that. It means that they have their different entity. Men and women have their different entity, they have their different functional functions, and they cannot be switcherized. It means that you cannot say that everything which man can do, woman cannot do. With this perspective, we say that men and women are different from each other and they perform different functions for the society, and they cannot take over their share. In this perspective, women are always subordinated in the history. So in this perspective, we consider that women are subordinated and man is dominant. So man has his own tasks for the society. So we see with this perspective with different references. For example, biologically women and gender is functional. It means that biologically men and women are different. That's a very stupid, I think, question, that everyone knows that biologically men and women are different. So in this question we will discuss it. The women bear children, we know. The women have not testosterone, while men have the priority. The advantage of this is a perspective of scientists, sociologists. So such like things have been made by the different past sociologists that women are subordinated and they have less rank than men. So this is a biological difference, we know all that. So in this perspective they are ranked as less. Psychologically we see that the mother cares her child very much. She gives the baby love. She takes care of the baby, which we know that man cannot do that. And psychologically we know that men are always ready to fight and they can defend themselves, but women are affection and loving. So women are sensitive and not ready to fight. So psychologically this is functionalism. This is their function, that women are separate. So then we have clarified that functionalism, what is functionalism, that they have their different functions in the society. We have discussed biological perspectives and psychological perspectives. So in this regard I would like to tell you that with the reference of feminism, gender is not functionalist. Gender is not a function. Everyone is created equally by God. Though there is a biological difference, so feminists say that the difference is created by society. For example, if the woman is not told in her childhood that she is feminine and not masculine, then she will work as a man. There is no difference. The feminists say that men and women are equal. Equal means they can do the same work which can a man do. So this is a basic perspective of feminists and functionalists. Though we know that there is a difference, biological difference, psychological difference, yet it does not mean that the person who has a different entity doesn't have a equal share in the society, and who is powerful, the person will take a big share of power, money and resources of the society. So our first question of assignment is solved, that what is perspective on gender, sociological perspective on gender. There are different perspectives I have told, feminism and functionalism. And with the perspective of functionalism, we have discussed that functionalism, the men and women have their different functions in the society. So let's talk about some remaining part, functionalist perspective. I think it's all over. So I hope that it will help you in your studies. So enjoy and thanks and find Bapas. Allah Hafiz.